Hey guys, so we just did a live stream AMA, and now we're gonna record just trading whatever happens for the next bit. So,
So what's been happening? So you see a bit of a dump there.
yeah, so there's definitely a bit of a dump here, and followed by a bit of a recovery. We've seen a lot of that. There's been a lot of what have seemed like somewhat artificial market moves over the last couple weeks that have, either reverted or, somehow sort of seemed a bit fake. Um, and we think they might in fact be kind of fake. So that's sort of one interesting thing. I know that people asked about that, about how the what we think of sort of these recent market moves, and I think a lot of my answer here really is like, yeah, some of these are some of these look a little bit fishy. So
How do you deal with that?
it's I mean you basically the best thing that you can do is just try and understand, and it almost feels a little bit human, but like what's going on here, like why did this happen, and what was the goal of the person doing this? Were they trying to do a trade? Were they trying to do something else? These have basically fully recovered here to before the drop. Nothing super suspicious is going on right now. Things are going down a little bit here. I think I don't hate buying back a little bit here. I'm gonna just I don't feel super strongly, so I'm just gonna let our systems do this however they think is best.
Yeah, so can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so one way that I can buy back, so I can just like go on some exchange and buy a lot of tokens. Another thing that I can do is just sort of tell our automated systems that they should sort of try to get long however they think is best. And in this particular case, I think I just decided to do that. So I just changed some parameters, telling our systems to buy about 50 bitcoins, and it looks like we got that done pretty quickly. Took a few seconds, so not too bad.
How did that happen? Like you told it to buy, like run through a few of those screens.
Uh,
Got up there.
yeah, so here's sort of a tab we have where we can adjust our positions, and so I just, entered a 50 here, which just means buy 50 bitcoins. And our system's obliged, which is kind of them. So, and our actual position went from like 30 bitcoins to 80 bitcoins within a few seconds. So that went off pretty smoothly. Let me take a look actually if I'm buying the best things though, because I'm like not really sure I am. How does this look?
Ryan's back to.
Cool. Oh, that's interesting. That really took a tumble. Should be buying some of this here. I'm surprised we're not. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some futures here, I think. Let's go here, taking up rates.
So you're saying you're surprised you're not because your system isn't buying it?
Yeah, I would have thought our system would be buying more aggressively here than it is. So I think I think I sort of understand why not, but I also sort of think it's yeah. Oh, thank you, Siri. I also sort of disagree with this decision not to do more of this, so I'm gonna sort of override it there.
You sort of disagree?
Yeah, I think I like buying more than our systems do here, so I'm gonna override it. Oh boy, that's interesting. We should be. Let me pick that up. I think we should probably be selling on Asian spot exchanges right now, is my guess. I think that's probably the best place to get size off. So I'm gonna fade us to do that.
Why is that and what's the fade?
Fade is just like sort of changing our position, and basically, because I think it's just like the best place to get trades off right now. Things running up here. Actually, oh wow, premium is really moving. I'm gonna take things up more here, just temporarily. This is 90s, or is this 30s? This is 90s, yeah, that's fine. Alright, I think things are probably topping out here. Taking down Des pause unless you disagree, Ryan. Do you disagree? I need to take down to 50. Feel free to override me. Kind of think this is... Well, Oh yeah, do you see that? I think big spoofing bid. Big spoofing bid. Gonna start taking things down here. So if you look at BitMEX Bitcoin perpetuals right now, and look at the 94.25 bid, I think you'll see that it's large is one way of putting it. I actually don't have enough depth shown here to see it, unfortunately. But if we were to zoom out here, I don't actually use this interface much, whatever. Anyway.
Shown here, or?
Yeah, so in our internal systems here, you can see this is 3,000 Bitcoins bid there. Just a lot, and it's fake. I mean, it's not a real bid.
Could you battle that in any way?
Yeah, I mean, it's still interesting, like, what you do with that knowledge. It's like, all right, we've identified the spoofer. Like, so what? You know, congrats to us. But it does sort of affect our understanding of the market. You know, it does affect sort of what we think is going on here. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep going here, Ryan. It seems like maybe it's gonna be topping out around here. How are these FXs? Are they good?
Yeah, they are.
Nice. Oh, fuck. Should have sold earlier. My bad. Gonna keep going down more. Just taking... I'm gonna take Delta All and Bitcoin at the same time.
Okay.
I think that's where the real effect is here. Do we have Bitcoins in places? Do we need more Bitcoins?
Oh, no, we have a lot.
All right, note that we're probably selling. So check whether, I mean, we're okay for now, but check whether we should be sending some more to OK, ZB, GDAX, or Binance. I think the answer is yes. Do you want to do that?
All those places have like 100.
Yeah, I think we might blow through those soon. Maybe not, but I think there's a chance. And sorry, I don't think it's like the most crucial thing in the world, but we've got like a massive fucking number in some places, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I think we might as well just like redistribute those. Deribit might be good now. We got some there. I hope we got a decent chunk of those. Those are pretty good.
So what are you trying to do?
Someone just bought, actually surprisingly, so Deribit has like a fair bit of volume. It's done quite a good job getting volume recently. Its liquidity is not kept up with that though. And so I think someone bought like not very many Bitcoins recently on Deribit, and I think it printed it up a fairly large amount. Yeah, the order books are super fucking thin. Someone sending Tether to Binance, so claims whale alert.
How much do you monitor that kind of movement?
I think it's like, the problem is it just has so much noise. Like, occasionally it'll be super fucking valuable, but like 99% of what it posts doesn't have any impact. And so I think it's just like, it's not, you know, it's not the sort of thing where like you just stare at it all day and you know what's going on in crypto. And the reason is just like, there's so many wallets and so many reasons people move things around that it just like isn't at the point yet where really that makes a ton of sense. As like a, you know, high throughput information sorts. Can't take some look at some leverage tokens here. See if there's anything we should be doing. No, not much right now.
What would you be looking for there?
Mostly if there are ones we should be creating, or if sort of managing our positions in those. Let's see.
Is that manual or automatic?
Right now it's manual. We're probably going to automate it pretty soon.
But if someone creates a leverage token, that's automatic.
Yeah, creations are automatic. The thing that we haven't automated is us deciding to do a creation. I think I mostly want to keep things here. Is the guy still around? Big bid's gone. I think maybe he gave up. I'm going to start taking things up a little bit here. Does that sound reasonable?
Yep.
Sounds good.
And you often have the interface for these exchanges open. Like, what are you doing there, like, compared with what your system's doing?
So I think that part of this is that I like using it as a sanity check. You know, if we never look at anything but our internal systems, if there's some data error, it's going to be hard to catch. And, you know, this is just a nice sort of sanity check on that, is just to see, like, you know, does the website show the same things as our systems? Part of this is that each one has a different sort of UI and way of looking at things, and we have one sort of standard way of doing it, but sometimes I like to sample around a little bit. There's some features which are hard to do without logging into websites too, and so I'll have it up for that as well. I think that's like the main reason.
And that field summary, can you, if you have time, just...
Yes, this is just summarizing all the trades we've done in the last 3 minutes, which is just sort of grouping them together, because you can see all of our fills here, but it's a total mess, right? Like we've got, here this fill for like, 3 EOS tokens. It's like $10, and like, there's not much to make of this, and we just get spammed with a ton of small fills, and it's just really hard to interpret. So, if we really want to have a better look into what we're doing, we sort of want to look at something more aggregated often. This is still useful. Like, I really like seeing the, fill by fill as well, so that it's sort of a much more granular way to catch if anything surprising is happening. But then I also, when I'm actually trying to see what we're doing on net, I look at this. So.
And what are your thoughts on the BART pattern?
Mostly I think that the BART pattern, I think you should sell. That's my thought on the BART pattern. I think you want to sell BART's head. So I'm going to send some Tether. How are we doing on Tether? We've got plenty. Is that right?
Yeah, we've been buying a lot of Tether.
Yeah, nice, cool. All right, never mind. I'll keep it there. How are rates looking? Give me a sec.
They've fallen.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a 90 up more. I'm surprised we're not buying more. I'm gonna take a look into that, but like,
It's part of it's the interest rate fading.
we're fading up. Look at IR90D
Oh, I need L9.
for 90.
Yep.
Oh fuck, you're right. Oh fuck, I was looking at 180. I'm a fucking idiot. All right, I'm just gonna start taking this up. I'm gonna decay in, zeroing this out. Sound good?
What's going on this one?
We have a bunch of parameters to manage our risk along various fronts, and we have one that sort of manages our interest rate risk, and it was sort of flagging and stopping us from doing some trades that I think we probably should be doing. It's not that like, I think it's not so much that like we're in a particularly risky position, as right now what it was flagging was that basically we'd done some trades and it wanted a human to acknowledge that we were doing these, that we were putting on more of a position in one of these axes, and do we actually want to be doing that? We try not to have bots sort of do big things on net without a human thinking about it. Taking things back down a little bit here.
When you say that, what do you mean?
Trying to sell some crypto. A good call on 90D, Ryan.
And last question, what's your, what percentage of your day would you spend doing something like this?
It totally depends. When markets are completely nuts, maybe 15 hours. When things are super quiet and FTX is really busy, then, I might just not think about it at all. So, it really is a range.
And you trust your other traders to manage it?
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you.